Dolphins fans, welcome into this edition of the Dolphins Today mailbag. I am Will Scott answering your questions live here on Dolphins Today. A lot to talk about. It's been a busy week for the Fins. We'll start with Gerald Stokes, $20 super chat. We appreciate you, my friend. Been busy, missed the show. So good to see you back. Our team needs discipline, too many penalties. I'm with you, man. The penalties have been a problem. Practically lost you the Minnesota Vikings game when you look back at it. The Jets game, it was a massive issue. Last week, it was a massive issue. That's a sign of a team that needs to be a little bit better coached. I love Mike McDaniel, but he's got to get that squared away, man. Tryhard7, we hope to see Tindall QB spy in his bread and butter. I'm with you, man. I want to see more of Channing Tindall on the field. I get it. He's a rookie. You got a little bit of depth at the linebacker position, but the inside linebackers need to be playing better on this team. Why not give Tindall a shot? I'm with you. Thanks for the super chat. Chef Drew, we appreciate you, man. Where can our defense be ranked now that we have Chubb? I think this can be a top 10 defense for sure. They've struggled at times this season, especially on the road. I think they've allowed about 32 points per game on the road this season. That's inexcusable, but they have played very well in Miami. They're playing in Chicago this weekend against a Bears offense that's really not that good. But now that you have Chubb, that adds a lot to your defense because going into this week, you're 21st in the league in sacks. Chubb is top 15 in sacks with 5.5. That's really going to help you out. Hopefully Chubb stays healthy. That's certainly something that we need. John Ruiz, my man, thanks for the question. Sign offensive linemen like Bobby Massey and Darrell Williams and sign a cornerback and sign a safety. John Ruiz, you're going to be a GM one day, man. I'm convinced. I love how you're thinking here. I think we need a guard more than we need an offensive tackle at this point because Brandon Shell's played well and Robert Jones is stepping in for Eichenberg. So I think you need more of a guard. I was saying that before Eichenberg's injury. I think you need a guard a little bit more. Sign a corner, sign a safety. Maybe bring Joe Hayden out of retirement. You mentioned Darrell Williams. He's retired. Maybe bring him out of retirement, have him play right tackle. Sign a safety. I don't think they're going to do that. They didn't trade Eric Rowe at the deadline, which is good. I was a little bit worried about that. K9 Elite. After Chubb got extended, who could be next? Hashtag Dolphins. Might be Christian Wilkins, man, honestly. We were talking about a potential extension for him before his fifth-year option got picked up. His fifth-year option got picked up a couple weeks before the season. He could be next in line for an extension. He's having a really good season. Just half a sack this year, but the numbers aren't as good as he's been playing. If you've watched every single Dolphins game, you'll know the impact he has. So I love Wilk. Not only is he a great player, but he's a big team guy as well. Players love him. Fans love him. I love him too, man. He's great. Should Miami extend Christian Wilkins? Type E for extend or type P for pass down in the comment section. It is the pinned comment on today's video. So when that break comes, go down, chime in. Should they extend Wilk? Gone Fishing 54, thanks for the question. What are we doing about our offensive line? Well, luckily the offensive line has stepped up, and Terron Armstead is the reason for that. I mean, the 2 weeks we didn't have Armstead, it was a disaster. Armstead's come back, he's played well. No more Greg Little. Brandon Shell's been the guy. AJ's coming back, so the offensive line's better. And with Robert Jones now starting at left guard, you might continue to see even more improvements from this offensive line. But I'm worried about Armstead, man. He showed up on the injury report the other day with an Achilles issue now. Karan, we appreciate you, one of our most loyal subscribers. Do you think Miami may target a running back in the next draft class? Amazing backs. You're right, man. It is amazing. I think a lot of people are talking about the QB class, but it's an even better running back class when you look at it from top to bottom. Hate to tell this to you guys, we're not getting Bijan Robinson, man, now that we've traded our first-round pick. But maybe Sean Tucker from Syracuse University in the second round is a name to watch. I'm telling you, I think he's the second-best running back in this class behind Bijan Robinson. Rocky TV, if Tua keeps playing like he is, does he win Comeback Player of the Year? He'll be in the mix. I mean, normally they give Comeback Player of the Year to a guy that suffered like a season-ending injury the season prior. So, yeah, I don't think he'll win it. But, man, if he keeps playing, he might win MVP. Brody going to give it to you. Tua MVP chances. Well, I just mentioned it. like I said earlier, I mean, if he wouldn't have missed the 2.5 games, I think he'd be number one in this conversation right now. He leads the league in passer rating. He was leading the league in passing yards for a little bit before the injury. So I think if he can continue to play on this level, and more importantly, the Dolphins keep winning football games, he can absolutely be in the MVP conversation. Here's what he's done this season: nearly a 70% completion percentage, 1,600 yards, 12 touchdowns, 3 picks for Tua. He has been absolutely fantastic, man, shutting up the haters. You don't really hear the Tua haters anymore, do you? Can Tua win MVP? Type Y for yes or type in for no down in the comments section. Go down, let me know. Type Y for yes, type in for no. And guys, you can bet on the game on Sunday and any other game. Go to Dolphins 120, use that promo code Dolphins 125 and go to that link, chatsports.com/bet. Not only are you going to get that deposit bonus, you're going to get a free jersey if you put in at least $100 or more. Here are the steps. Screenshot this. Do whatever you have to do to remember these steps. But go to that link. Use that promo code. Deposit at least $100. Get that deposit bonus. Make your first bet. And then send a screenshot of your bet slip and your account number to that email, jersey@chatsports.com. We'll take care of you from there. Just let us know what jersey you want. You'll have the choice between a Tua or Tyreek jersey. Let us know which jersey you want, the color, the size, what your address is, and we will send you a free jersey. Best deal in the history of deals. Go and take advantage of it. Jersey@chatsports.com. That is the email address for that. And it's in the comments and the description of this video. Johan, we appreciate you. Do you think Miami is now a Super Bowl contender after the Chubb trade? Yes. There's a lot of people, including RG3 and Dan Orlovsky, that have said that Chubb is the missing piece. I don't know if I'd go that far, but he's a massive addition here. So, yes, I do believe the Dolphins are a Super Bowl contender. Look, if they get in the dance, they can make a run. Just look at what the Bengals did last year. Deneathius. We appreciate it, man. Watch from Alabama, Super Chat King. How much do you think they will end up paying Tua? Because, they have to pay the man. I think Tua's going to have 30 TDs if he stays hot and healthy. What's interesting, Deneathius, are they going to pay him after this offseason or next offseason? I think they'll pick up his fifth-year option. I think it's a no-brainer, and then maybe pay him after next offseason. I would say $40 million a year, something like that, and that might be a bargain when you consider that Kyler Murray, who is Tua better than Kyler Murray? I think so. Producer Jeremy Chugs. That might be a bargain. $40 million, $41 million, something like that, because Kyler Murray got $45 million. Deshaun Watson got $46 million per year we're talking about. I would say the $40 million range, though. Deneathius, we appreciate it. Derek Dixon, can Waddle and Hill sustain this level of success? I absolutely think they can, because you look at it, right now they rank in the top 4. Waddle is 4th, Hill is 1st in terms of NFL receiving leaders. And they've had 3 different quarterbacks throwing to him. It's crazy. Check this out. Tyreek is 1st, Stephon Diggs, Justin Jefferson, Jalen Waddle, Cooper Kupp, rounding out your top 5. So, yeah, they've had 3 different quarterbacks throwing him. They had to deal with Skylar Thompson, Teddy for 2.5 games. So, yeah, absolutely, I think they can sustain this level of success. I think Tyreek Hill's going to break the record for receiving yards in the season. But who's going to have more yards on Sunday against the Bears? Is it going to be Cheetah or is it going to be Penguin? Type Cheetah or type Penguin down in the comment section. Go down, let me know who has more receiving yards on Sunday in Chicago. 1 o'clock Eastern time kickover there at Soldier Field. Brian Gonzalez says, will Tua be our QB in 2023 if he stays out? Yes, Tua is our quarterback going forward. He's our franchise quarterback. We found our franchise quarterback first time in a long time. I think that we can say that as Dolphins fans. Yeah, he's the franchise guy, and trading that first-round pick, the only one you had after you had your own strip from tampering, shows me that the team believes in Tua going forward. And why wouldn't they? I mean, he's playing at an MVP level right now. Joe Hernandez, $5 super chat. Willie Fiends, we appreciate you, Joe. Tua, he's on fire. Then a Flair, woo, woo. They hate us because they ain't us. Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! I'm with you, Joe Hernandez. They hate us because they ain't us. Shout out, Joe Hernandez. Shout out, Joe Hernandez. That's awesome, man. Guys, go down and subscribe to the channel. We go live every Thursday on Dolphins Live, where we do more mailbags like this. So if you want to get on our next mailbag, just use hashtag Dolphins or Super Chat when you tune in Dolphins Live every Thursday at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Matt Saint says, will Eazy-E see the field against the Bears? I hope so, man. He's been a scratch pretty much every single game. I really hope so. I want to see him out there, man. He looked great in camp. The Elite. Should Miami work out Josh Gordon or Tyrell Cleveland? No, I don't think so. If you're going to work out a wide receiver, have it be OBJ, just for the fun of it. Jake from Allstate. What is the ceiling? What is the ceiling for wins for Miami? I'd say 12-5 is probably the ceiling right now, which isn't crazy. Right now, you're 5-3. You got a fairly easy stretch ahead. You should be 8-3. There's no excuse for losing your next 3 games. You got the Bears, you got the Browns, and you got the Texans. You should win all 3 of those games. And then after that, if you're 8-3, and then you got to go 4-2 to finish 12-5. So they should be able to do that. Crazy Blade. Will Kader Kohou finally be recognized as a serious corner around the NFL if he does good? He's having a great rookie season. He certainly exceeded expectations. And I had pretty high expectations for him. He's exceeded those expectations, and he's getting a lot more playing time than I think any of us expected. So, yeah, if he keeps it up. Danny Zambrano, we appreciate you. Tua over under 26. Over. 100% over. He's at 12 right now, and he missed 2 games. I'm taking over 26 total. All right, I'm assuming even passing touchdowns. Yeah, 26 passing touchdowns for Tua this season. Guys, if you didn't get a question on the mailbag, just DM me on Twitter at WillScott44. Also on Instagram at WillieFinn. So go follow me on Twitter, on Insta as well. If you want to get a question in on a future mailbag, be sure to subscribe to the channel.